politics dressed as comedy. Who's outraged? Who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led, to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to start the show, but there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast. Good morning. It is Friday, January 25th. It is the GGHOP, the guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast, all sponsored by Wilson Farm Market in Arcadia. Fry pies, chicken, delicious stuff for the weekend, your parties, late night snacks, bar mitzvahs, whatever. I got you covered. Check them out. Also, Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
And we're broadcasting live from the tap room of Frankfurt Beer Works right here in the heart of the Christian Ridge Historic District. I'm your host, Bill Gant, along with the beautiful Karen Haynes.
Good morning.
And the ever more beautiful James Swinford.
Thank you, Bill.
It is Friday. How you guys doing?
Good.
The weekend's almost here.
It's not Arctic anymore.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a lot of the country was chilly.
Yeah.
Not just here.
It's always weird, like, when 20 degrees seems like a fucking heat wave.
I know, man. But it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now just dealing with a little bit of fog, but that's okay. Get a little fog?
I like fog.
Little fog?
Little foggy moments.
Yeah. Why?
Trying to be foggy as much as possible.
Just like us, follow us on X, on YouTube, on. Am I missing anyone? Oh yeah, Rumble. Why not do the one where we're from, right? Hey, I have that one too. And remember, when you follow us, you enter any of the contests. You're in there forever. You can win over and over and over and over, and no big deal. Come see us. And we actually added a few followers this week. Thank you very much. And tell your friends as well.
Yeah.
So I want to start today. I put something up on X yesterday, kind of explaining
Can't
to people.
believe you shared our secrets.
I know. I had to let it out there, because, tens of people have asked me, where does the comedy come from? Who writes these things? And then, again, check it out on X, and you'll see where we get those. But I have, if you go watch the video, I told you I would read this joke today on air. Okay. So here's from the Cat Box Joke Box, because we grow these out of you need a good medium, James, and nothing grows good jokes like healthy cat shit. So here we go.
Littered with hilarity.
Littered with hilarity. I love it. We're digging for comedy. See, good
and
stuff.
we're expanding your vocabulary.
I love it. So here it is.
Phonics makes me laugh.
Here is your joke pulled directly out of the box. Cat box.
And it's joke because it's labeled joke.
It even says joke. But the weird thing is, I noticed yesterday that actually, like, some of them were in the cat box, and they're like this a little bit, and it looks like toke. Woo! Okay, here we go. Ready? See if you can get this one. This is fun. Are you with us?
I am.
Okay, you're staring into the light like a moth, bro. Staring into the light like a moth, bro.
Carol Ann, come out the
drunk,
light.
dude?
Carol Ann, come back.
You're starting to
from
stare in the
light.
light, man. You're getting weird. Drinking a lot this morning. Okay, this will put you in a good mood. Oh man,
I'm ready.
Welcome to the passive aggressive episode over here. Karen, here it is. What's girthy, hard as steel, and tapers at the top, and women love to put in their mouth?
Wieners.
That's a good one, James.
Electric toothbrush.
You said wieners. Toothbrush.
How about those rocket popsicles?
That
Nice and cold.
they're kind of cold. They do taper at one end.
Yeah, they do.
But what's girthy? It's maybe lacking a little girth. I think it's the same all the way up. I could be wrong. Girthy, hard as steel, tapers at the top, and women love to suck on. It's a Stanley Cup.
Oh.
That's it from the Cat Box Joke Box. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank the cats. The cats are really providing, again, littered with comedy, as James said. Now, we've got one up there. The punchline is baby lack a ding dong. So
you can see up there, if you'll write the run up and we read it on the show, we'll give you a shirt.
One of them sweet shirts.
One of those sweet shirts, one like I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. This is a lot of fun. This is very different. So yesterday also Lexington, Kentucky, that is. You ever been to Lexington?
Oh, yeah.
One of the things.
I've never been to Lexington.
One of the things we could blame Kentucky for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We got James has some
Yeah,
issues.
like most of my family.
Most of your family when the Great Migration north.
Right. They came down the hill and ventured north.
Well, it's just the musketry up here was better.
Right.
Yeah. So this is from Lexington. Again, I've never been to Lexington. Been to Kentucky
It's
a million
beautiful.
times.
Like,
It's
well,
what?
I mean,
It's a nice
downtown. Everybody's downtown is kind of hit or miss, but
Yeah.
Lexington has a lot of cool shit.
Big city. I
Yeah.
think there's a racetrack there too. A
Oh,
horse
yeah.
track.
Lots of
kinda.
horses.
Yeah. A Kentucky city's come up with an out-of-this-world campaign to promote tourism. The Lexington Convention and Visitors Bureau used an infrared laser beam to message into space to invite extraterrestrial travelers. Okay, and this is what it says.
Because
in
Mitch
the beam.
McConnell's not good enough.
Well, this is great as you sit around and you're in Lexington and thinking, how can we get more people to come shop here? Okay, so this is beamed out into space, and this is what the message says. It's encoded
Okay.
in like a bitmap kind of format, and they beamed it out. This is what it says. It says, the first thing you'll notice as you descend through Earth's atmosphere above central Kentucky is the lush green countryside that surround Lexington's vibrant city center, as James was telling us about. That's our famous bluegrass.
I think they're smoking the bluegrass at this point. What the fuck?
That's right. It goes on to describe gentle rolling hills, horse farms, and bourbon before suggesting places to stay, eat, and shop.
You're shitting me.
Nope. The idea for this campaign came from recent UFO revelations and advances in deep space imaging that have fueled the belief that we are not alone in the universe. And the Visitors Bureau said in this statement this month, announcing the move right there. Okay. So, all right.
What was the signal that they sent out?
Okay, so it says they're sending it to the TRAPPIST-1 solar system.
I figured it was like they just had a megaphone and somebody's out there like, way down yonder. Hey,
y'all, we got bourbon and stuff down here. We've landed too far south. They're putting peanuts in RC. And you're in Alabama. You need to go north. The planet Alabama. Sorry, I'm borrowing from Squidbillies. Thank you very much. So TRAPPIST-1, way out there, people think that's where life could possibly be. It's 40 light years away. So
40.
it'll take, like 40 years to get there.
Well, by the time that song gets there, it's going to be classic country,
That's right. The bourbon will be gone.
right?
So here's the guy that did it. The effort was led by Lexington native Robert Lauder, who's an expert in computer engineering, astrobiology, and also snowing municipalities for money, evidently.
Not getting laid.
We brought together experts in engineering, linguistics, digital media, philosophy, and science fiction to design, debate, and transmit this message.
So the librarian. It's just him and the librarian.
And again, it's the librarian.
The librarian.
Yeah, the state's librarian. Just kidding. We love Kentucky. They're fabulous people. The bitmap is the key to it all, says the linguistics expert. Okay. We've included imagery representing the elements of life, our iconic Lexington rolling hills, and the molecular structure for water, bourbon, and even dopamine, because Lexington is fun.
Right.
That's what it's.
Seriously.
So it could take 40 years to get there, but it would take probably 40 years to get back.
Yeah,
this
so like
is an
I'm saying, it'd be
80-year
classic
message.
country. Right?
80 years.
But, it's funny to make fun of, but really, like, how much did you spend on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Kidding me?
Like the ones that they had, there was somebody else that sent something out into space, and it was supposed to be something that if they found it, it had like this 8-bit image of a man and a woman. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
plate.
Yeah, it looks ridiculous.
Yeah. But it was like a little, it has a few songs on it.
Yeah, and then it had
There's
like
like
a
a blues
Morse
song
code.
on it.
It had like a little bit of Morse code.
And there's a way to do computer to 0 ones and ones and zeros. It did special things that they would think like advanced, they would understand what this means and they would be able to get here. These guys just fired out a fucking video of bourbon and
And life on other planets could be something as simple as like this little bag of Jello that lays there and pulsates,
Yeah.
and they're
Yes.
like, sending signals out with trillions of dollars just to.
Yeah.
find something that ain't actually there.
I don't know.
Wow.
Do you think that there's anything out there? Do you believe that there are aliens? Do you believe there could be other people-like creatures somewhere? Karen?
It's possible, but it's not anything I'm pining away for or secretly writing love letters or
Okay, yeah, you're not
sending it out
hoping
there.
for it. Or,
I'm not hoping for it.
but you think it could be, James? You think anything out there?
Probably. There kind of has to be of some
what I'm
form.
thinking.
Yeah, I mean,
Something.
there's enough chemicals that got together to make us and all the animals here. There has to be something somewhere.
There's somebody
That
with
was
some sort of
God.
I don't know, like it's a algorithm or something. And they come up with it, even though it's possible, it's just very not probable.
Yeah.
But the universe is so huge.
So huge, it's
you gotta think
infinite.
there's something out
Yeah.
there. But like you said,
It could be just some microorganisms and random stuff like that.
yeah, they're not.
But also, like, if it just depends on what kind of, like, if you're expecting aliens to come down here and land and be that style,
yeah.
like, you want to make sure it's not like the Mars Attacks or the V. Remember V? The
Oh, yeah.
like they tore their face
V.
off and they were all snakes and shit.
Oh, that lizard one. Was
Oh, that was
freaking
great.
hot.
Yeah.
Style.
No, that whole entire thing was based on innuendo and stuff.
It
Yeah.
was pretty sexy. You remember V, right? Did you watch it?
The miniseries V. They
yes.
wure like the red Michael Jackson looking.
Yeah.
Like a miniseries.
Yeah. I probably didn't watch the whole series, but definitely had seen it.
You weren't alone.
There were parts of it that like the whole like because there was only like 4 channels at the time, so like
Yeah.
half the world watched that show, and like people were like freaked the fuck out by it.
Thought it could
Yeah.
be possibly real.
You know, and you don't want like the Mars Attacks aliens that want to just start shooting everybody.
That's
you know,
well, scientists have said this is. And I didn't bring the proof, but scientists kind of agree that if aliens do come here, they're almost 100% sure they're here just to fuck shit up. I mean,
Or
they're
they're
not
just
coming to help you.
or they're gonna Columbus the shit out of us and make us all sick for some disease that we've never had.
yes, they're
before.
gonna take over. They're not coming here to help out and hang
Yeah.
out.
Hang out.
Just see what's later.
Crossbreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and go to what?
That's what they were having controversy on that V movie, because the lady had sex with another guy and it was like a snake baby thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do with those?
Yeah.
The rights of the snake unborn.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you know who else was in it? A very famous person that was in it. Who was like a main character who was like a good guy alien.
Yeah.
Was Robert Englund. Do you
Yep.
know who Robert Englund is? What famous person he is in the scary movies? This is
Freddie.
your hint?
Freddie.
This is your hint.
Oh,
I don't know.
what the fuck is that?
I don't know. Look at this.
He's like
it's rare to do
waving.
movie charades with you.
I probably would have got Freddie if you had done 5 fingers. I didn't think you had just 4.
So yeah, good old Freddie. Robert Englund is in it, and he's the nice guy. He's like the
Oh.
friendly, the nice guy.
Really?
He was
Yeah, it's
he
not
was
cool.
the one who
Without the makeup, of course.
he was
Oh,
actually I think the dad of the kid.
Oh, he
I think
actually
so.
fathered one.
I think so.
I think you might be right.
I can't remember. It's
I know
been so long since
he's
I've
nice
seen
to
it.
like the kids. He's like friends with a kid, and like he's
but
just
V
a friendly guy.
V if you've never seen it before was a mini series that came out on one of the channels.
NBC.
And
Yes.
it was like maybe 6 episodes or
Yeah, it
4
was
or
like a
5
week long.
episodes
I
long.
think week long.
And now when you watch it, the graphics are hilarious.
Oh,
I mean, they're just
yeah.
tearing rubber masks off, and you can tell it's all different and stuff. But it's a pretty funny.
You can
show.
see the string
Yeah.
holding whatever.
Well, that comes back when there was a time, and I was just talking with somebody I work with about this the other day, when there were actually TV movies made
Oh yeah,
because there was only 4 channels,
Yep.
and so they would make their own
Saturday
movies once in
matinee.
a while.
They had the Saturday
Yeah.
matinee and Friday night movies. And,
They do not do that anymore.
no.
They just make terrible sitcoms. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody coming down here, it goes on to describe, horse farms, bourbon, suggesting places to stay, eat, and shop. Yes. Come 40 light years and needed a crystal.
Make sure you got Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
We're going to have to charge you 3% if you use your debit card.
Right.
Dude, no chance. Yeah. And I guess this is true too. There's actually plans in place in the U.S. government and world governments in case aliens show up. And the first thing to do is not tell people.
Don't let oh man, what was
Is to not tell you.
don't let Quaid from man, what was that movie with Will Smith, Independence Day?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
let Randy Quaid drive the jet, you know?
I forget what Randy
the
did
one
in it.
he was the one that like drove
Oh, drove right into it and found
to blew it
the
up.
key. Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
What I was blanking on for a minute the way we're going. I remember there's that scene in it where there's all these like people who I guess are much like the Visitors Bureau from Kentucky, who are on top of a building going, "We love you, welcome," and they just fry the shit out of them first.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, if aliens do come, yeah, if you could just blow them up first for comedy wise,
Yeah.
then you kill the rest of them, no problem. As long as I get to watch this group of people. Man, what a fucking sham. If you are watching this here in Kentucky, you need to vote.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, in Lexington, God, get your head out of your ass. I mean, it's a great stunt,
Yeah.
but it's not going to really bring anybody there. Whatever.
Comes out of the sky and doesn't have an American flag on its shoulder over here. Just start opening fire. We ain't even going to ask any questions.
Kill it.
We'll figure it out after.
Kill it.
We'll figure it out after.
Kill it. Spooky. Spooky. All right. Moving in a different direction.
All right.
Okay. Totally different direction. This comes from the UPI. It's like kind of like the Associated Press. They've got just rando, general fun stories.
Okay.
Whatever. So this is about hair.
Oh.
Okay. A California woman, and she's a California woman earned a Guinness World Record title when a single strand of hair growing out of her bicep was measured at 7¼ inches long. Okay. Now this woman, young gal, blonde. I mean, she's attractive looking. So it's not some 70-year-old hairy grandma. You know what I'm saying? You know anybody like that?
What's wrong with that,
Some
Bill?
old hairy lady. Yeah, well, we're going to get down to that later about how absolutely
You're
wonderful
fucking up
that,
our demographics,
that
Bill.
could be. Sorry, my apologize to the mustachioed octogenarians tuning in.
We're taking all of them in, Bill. You can't be neglected.
That's right. Love all, serve all.
Trim all.
Trim
Curl all.
Yeah. Macy Davis Sutherland. Well, now we're in trouble.
Wow.
Right?
And she doesn't play country music?
If you're a hyphenated last name. Yeah, I just probably lost a couple, but seriously.
Yeah. Holly Robinson, Pete.
Yeah, you know you're in trouble when
Yeah.
you're hyphenating the last name. Just saying. There goes well over 2 people.
Yeah.
They all know, you know what I'm saying. Macy Davis Sutherland told Guinness World Records she didn't discover her unusually long hair until 2012 when she was a junior in high school.
She's the one with the prenup in that relationship.
Yeah, well, well, I'm thinking somehow too. She's this is just like her. It's the family name, so I think
Yeah.
it's like her mom. Her mom's probably the kooky one. Sorry, Mrs. Sutherland, Davis, Johnson, Jingleheimer, Schmidt, whatever.
The third.
So Macy says, I was at Disneyland with my best friend Kaylee's family when her brother pointed out a hair on my arm. He was telling me that I had an extremely long hair, and his original thought was to pull it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She refused to let him and decided she would attempt to grow it out for a world record. I like the attitude. I think that's kind of cool.
That's the first thing you think of is to grow it out.
I know.
I
Who
think
would
they're
think you'd
doing
do that?
drugs at Disney World.
They might have been. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what kind of hallucinogenics Kaylee's family were on at Disneyland, James. But
Was it some like thick black gnarly coming out of a mole hair or what? You know?
there was a short video in the UPI embedded,
Really?
There's a
and it's on YouTube. You can find it because they had to do it for the world. The guy with the jackets
a
there.
7-inch hair. How is that a record?
I did. Well, I spoke with this story with our producer director last night, and he was at odds too. And like, God, like, is everything a world record?
I
Is
get it.
anything a world record? Like, who thought this one up? So, but it's for single hair, not longest hair, one hair. Didn't know. Okay,
And it can be anywhere.
it could be. It
But
could
this
be.
this
yes,
one happens
it
to be
could
her
anywhere.
bicep.
It doesn't
When
have to
you
be on
say
your arm.
bicep, do you mean it's coming out of here?
Yeah, she's got it like right on the front of like the bicep, and it's like growing like this way.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So what I thought was, and then I'm getting ready to get to it here. So
She needs hobbies.
she said her hair would often approach this hair. This we're talking about the hair, not her hair. Would get to 6 inches a lot when she was trying to do it, but would frequently end up breaking or getting accidentally plucked. So that's why I was telling Michael the other night is like, when you start doing this, you have to like wrap it in saran wrap. Because you put a shirt on or take a shirt off. If you jump in a swimming pool, you take a shower. I mean, it's going to come off. So I mean, soon you have to dedicate, kind of take this pretty seriously.
Yeah,
wrapping this hair in here. Probably
feel
lots
nauseous.
of dates. Probably lots of dates. Yeah, her father says this is a great idea. I think you should grow more hair to keep the boys away. Doctor measured it at 5.5 inches. But she decided to keep going a few months to get hers, and now it was officially measured. That's the video. If you find the video on YouTube, it's out there by the people with the jacket and the Guinness.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got the plaque.
So now her dad's growing one out of his nose to see how long he can grow it.
Now
See if
whoop
it's
your
enough.
ass. Oh, yeah, shit. Her arm hair officially measured in December, this past December, just a month ago, at 7.24, 7.25 inches, earning her the title for the longest hair for a female. But Davis Sutherland does not plan on stopping there, Karen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Because what men do, women can do.
Oh,
She's
yes.
gonna come through. She's challenging. She's gonna grow it out. Want to overtake the overall longest arm hair record, which is held by a California man, David Reed, at 8.5 inches.
What?
So there
I
you
so
go.
wish we were talking about dicks.
Yeah. his
I
hair.
just,
I'm sorry.
Instead of-
Yes.
She
She's
decided
hoping
to-
and praying.
She decided to keep growing.
If you rub this cream on it, it gets
Right.
bigger. It does.
Oh.
Kind of. But
Oh,
not what
sorry.
you think.
Climax.
Yeah, and okay. Don't ever, just in case. I'm sure the people who watch this program know and understand. Do not buy some pill or cream to grow any parts of your body. Okay? Man, don't do it. It's fucking fake. I'm just telling you.
It just-
Not that I would know from experience.
It just shines them up for a bit.
Yeah, it does make it longer for a minute. A minute.
Oh, no, like we were talking about Mitch Hedberg before the show started.
Yes.
He was talking about like lip balm or the what's the stuff you put on like a cold sore?
Oh, yeah.
Campho-Phenique?
Abriva?
Campho-Phenique,
Abriva?
stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys are calling it's a hot tub, not a jacuzzi. Jacuzzi's a brand. You guys are calling all the brands, but like you know what I'm talking about?
Camphor.
Yeah, he's talking about the stuff that you put that little stuff that's on a cold sore.
Uh-huh.
He goes, it will not make it go away, but it will make it shiny and more noticeable.
That's right.
That's basically what it does.
If you want everybody to
But
see
I
your
thought
cold
it meant
sore,
3 days faster.
Right?
yeah,
Sure.
no way. If you do all that, then you miss all the fun of picking it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Letting it dry out and itch.
blessed.
Heck yeah, going in. with
Or better yet, seeing all the people you affected later. Like, oh,
that's part of the fun too. Rip that open and just still kiss people, and just see who gets one. Oh, the cold sores. I don't get too many of those. You got any of those?
I've
many you
had
got?
them.
How many you got? We know they never go away.
They never go away.
They're like herpes. You got one right here.
Yeah.
Is that where you get them?
Probably do. Not now.
I can get one here, and then sometimes this one down here. Like
Really? That
Because I think
far
once I
down?
had one and I shaved, and it like infected my half my skull.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then there was just more to pick at.
Ugh.
Oh, come on, it's fun taking care of it, peeling the tweezers, the chunks off. Come on, Karen, don't
Grossing me
give me
out.
that. I just when you have that on your face though, do you ever get cold sores? You
Like
don't have
a
one.
long time ago.
Okay, I mean they're kind of dormant, but when I get those, man, you feel for people that have them.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
no.
That's what I mean. It's a because it is herpes. It's a herpes. It's a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
version. Man, herpes. So this
face
hair
version.
thing, yeah, Guinness World's Record. I guess they cover everything, including long arm hair. Now, Karen, have you ever anything you thought you could do that was a Guinness World Record?
No, I am not that talented.
Did you like the book growing up? Were you a kid that in school that you checked that book out and looked through it and leafed through it, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I definitely remember.
You think it was fun to look at the
Yeah,
Guinness
but
book?
not.
Kids
not
love that
like
when I was in
thinking,
school.
what could
James,
I
did you?
do?
I had like probably 7 or 8 of them.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. The sports ones, all the sports ones.
Yeah,
course.
they
Yeah.
broke them out.
Because I had some, I can't remember what I had a subscription to some sports magazine,
Sports Illustrated.
and they would send you one. I think it was like Sporting News or something. Then you
Okay.
get like a discount on something, and they'd send you like a Guinness Book of World Records for like $5 or
The
something.
sporting news. You say sporting news?
Yeah, you remember Sporting News?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been gone a minute.
No, it recently just quit not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was still around.
Well, you said Sports Illustrated. They're done.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
done too.
They quit.
Sporting News was basically just like a newspaper that was full of stats, and statistics, and then it would have every other page would have a giant.
Something I so am sad
great.
I missed.
Yeah.
It's how I became good at math.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh.
trying to
Versus-
figure out,
Sporting news.
trying to figure out batting averages and different stats. That's how you get good at math.
Sounds like you should have been a
Mid-
coach.
Yeah, you don't get any girlfriends though.
No, that doesn't help. Can't believe Karen didn't look at the sporting news.
No.
Yeah, no. Old people did. So yeah, world's record. When I was a teacher, kids love these books. Always checking them out.
Yeah.
Loving them. And really, I mean, when you look through,
It's stupid shit. Like, oh, I grew my fingers out all big and gnarly, or my hair's super long, or
It's nuts.
It's dumb.
it's nuts. Some of them are really, I mean, like when they have people who can stack so many like golf balls or tennis balls on top of each other. I mean, some of that stuff is, I mean, it's fucked up, but I mean, it's amazing you can do that. This one is pretty weird just because, that's rare. Your hair, much like the grass in your yard, once you mow it, it's supposed to grow to a certain length and stop. So it just means
Right.
you have one that's like totally wacky. But I don't know, man. I think it'd be hard to do that and keep that going for a while.
Making bank
You know.
off of a genetic anomaly.
Well, like she said, like, I mean, anything you do, you can take a shirt off. If someone doesn't know you, I'm like, oh, hold on a minute. You got something on your, and they yank it up.
She's got to be
Someone
saran
just
wrapping
walks
her
over, like,
arm.
take this hairy bitch, and just
Yeah.
pulls it right off your
Give me
arm.
that thing. Well, we're almost halfway through, but we'll talk about more hair in a moment. But first, Wilson Farm Market, a great place to go on the weekends. I know you won't be going there this weekend, but you're going past there.
I was going to say, we might stop on our way to get some snick snacks, patty whacks, give my dog a bone.
Go, girl, go. Karen, what would be a good snack for a weekend of unbridled sex in a hotel in Indy?
Well,
And again, if you're going
Popcorn.
to have unbridled sex in Indy, stop by Wilson too. What would you pick up? What do you think? What would
I
you take
probably
down?
would pick up a bag of their popcorn.
Pre-popped or?
Oh,
you got
yeah,
something?
pre-popped.
Okay.
I
I
ain't
thought
got
maybe you had
time to
some
pop
other
that
weird
shit.
idea. Okay. Shit's gonna be so hot.
For the Netflix part of the Netflix and chill.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
So that's covered.
And I really like those Mexican wedding cakes with the powdered, the powdered
She's talked about him every time.
Powdered
she
sugar.
knows as soon as she sees him,
Powdered
it's gonna
sugar.
be over.
Sugar.
usually leaves a trail.
Oh,
Powdered sugar.
fantastic. Nice. I thought you might say a fry pie.
Nah.
Maybe a jalapeno loaf to rub down.
Yeah, I might get a slice just to see what it feels like.
That's what she
Try
said.
it. That's exciting. Karen's got big weekend plans, but yeah, you'll be driving past the farm market. Very good.
Yeah.
But a great place to go. It's out there. It's delicious. Hey, they sponsor this show, so they know good entertainment, right? I mean, he's got that going. Scott Wilson knows what he's doing. And
It'd really sweet if they'd like recognize me when I walk in. Maybe I should wear a shirt.
there's Karen. There she is. They might.
And they might like give me stuff for free.
Oh, I worked that out with Scott. All of anybody connect with you, just walk in and take what you want. He said, "Yeah, just you don't even need to say hello. Just bring a box or a bag and
Supermarket
just chuck
sweeps
it in
and
there.
just run through the shelf.
Yes, when you hear that beep,
Beep.
yeah, that's Scott Wilson getting the taser out while it's warming up to shoot your ass. Do not go in there and steal stuff. Yeah, it won't last
I
long.
promise. I'll be good.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And then in a few weeks, we got it set up. The whole crew's going. We're going to make a
Love
little
it.
video down there, and then we can launch our Facebook page with it. I think it'll get a couple
Sounds like a
laughs.
lot of fun.
I think it'll get a couple laughs.
Give the tour.
But yeah, good food, great for the weekend, good for snacks, late night snacks, You
I'm
know
not
what
going to
saying?
eat shit for like 12 hours before that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just go in there. And
That's
just
what I'm
pig
going to
out.
do.
Go in hungry.
Like I might be in every single scene, but just in the background eating chicken.
That's
just the whole time.
Yes.
I won't have any parts. I'm just in the background eating chicken the whole
I'm
time.
hungry.
we will pay for all the chicken you can put in yourself.
That's fantastic.
I will
Oh,
just.
he's probably got a
whatever.
hollow leg.
What's that?
He's probably got a hollow leg.
No, I'm down like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
So like,
I was gonna
yeah.
say,
like this
you-
shirt
you're-
right
you're
here,
actually
this shirt
thinning
right
out.
here used to be like the tightest shirt I own.
Oh
And
my
it's
God.
fucking like baggy. Yeah.
We gotta get some protein into
Get some
James.
calories in here.
Let's get some protein into James.
She said.
Whoa! Well,
Yeah, that's what she said.
that's what she said.
That's what she hopes.
Okay, so I got this joke. Oh, I already did that one. Just kidding.
Oh, that joke?
Toke. The toke.
That joke's old news, Bill.
That is old. So, jumping off the idea of the longest hair on Earth. Okay, got me
You ever
thinking-
have a stray like that you didn't catch, and you just all of a sudden you notice it? Just, I mean, I know it's terrible to talk about random ass
No.
hairs and stuff, but like,
No, yeah, I have had some that are, but they're like maybe like on a shoulder,
yeah,
and then like my wife's like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, just-
you have this long hair back here."
yeah.
Thanks for the
The
info.
worst thing though is when your old lady doesn't warn you and fucking just snags one.
and just yanks it.
Yes,
Yes.
that is the worst thing fucking ever. Yeah, I got like these
Did
two random strays that grow out of my eyebrow.
Yeah,
Eyebrow
those
hairs.
are the
Okay, there you go.
ones.
There you go.
One in each one that'll grow crazy long. And,
Okay.
and that's it. Like the whole rest of my eyebrows are like perfect, and then these ones will just grow.
Perfect.
and I
When
have
did
to
she
just
pluck
trim each
them? Like,
one.
were you sleeping?
No. She didn't do any of this.
Oh.
These are just random ones I have. No, like I've had like a random one on a shoulder, and
Okay.
she just yank it off there. You're like, oh fuck, what the
Look
hell
at
was that?
What are you doing? Look at this. Wow.
Like this was on your shoulder, and it's like this long. I'm like, well, I fucking should have guessed that shit. Yeah.
Related to this, really, when my wife is, oh, you have this hair back here. And it's super long.
Stop. We got to
I
measure
did-
it. Yeah.
I told her, I'm like, leave it. I'm like, leave it alone. Well, you don't want that back there. I'm like, who's it bothering? And now that I know this,
Apparently her.
and now that I know that, yeah.
Right.
What's she
Yes.
doing back there?
No, it's like
Oh,
we're all.
That's the reason we're not having sex. Yes, plug that one.
That's how I know we have evolved from chimps and stuff, is because we're like picking stuff off of
Yes.
each other. Yeah.
No, she likes to pick all the, and
I don't want to hear
Do you
about
do
that.
I don't want to hear about it either.
No. Like your husband, he's scratching his back or something. Like he has like a little.
Stop.
Do you?
I've
Obviously,
not even had breakfast.
obviously, you're not into that,
No, not really.
but some women are.
Oh,
I think maybe more if you're in the medical
like
field
a
too. You don't mind.
TV show.
Oh, the popper lady. Yeah, some people watch that shit.
I'm related to someone who is in the nursing industry, and she has told me, and maybe it's just not the same thing. What about when your husband gets a suntan and maybe burns a little bit? Although, I mean, he does.
Not my husband.
I was gonna say he's like I don't know what dark thing to compare him to, but he's deep tan, man.
Yeah.
But she says, "Oh, I like to peel the skin."
Yeah.
Skin off.
So if he had that in a burn, do you like peel it off? Would you do that, or he has to do that?
He doesn't burn, but
Okay.
Your
kids maybe? Have
yeah, or myself.
you- okay. But I mean others, like, because this person that I know, she's like, when I had one,
She
but
likes to
she
do
was
it?
like, oh, I think it's,
Oh.
she likes to do that. You're not into
I,
that.
That's kind of
You're not into that.
No, that's weird.
If your wife was peeling, you wouldn't help.
No, she
peel
wouldn't be
off.
doing that anyway.
Ooh, I like that. So I
No.
guess but I'm not into the pimple popper show.
Yeah.
That's going a little too far. That's crazy.
Well, I got bit by a spider once, and I had to have her basically like lance it for me.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to get like poison out of it and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And
she
I had to
suck
put the,
on it and spit it.
No. That's fucking terrible.
No, you
Like,
pee
none
on
of that
those.
shit.
You pee on those. Come here, baby.
But I couldn't even tell. I just knew it hurt, and I could tell where it was, but I couldn't get to it. you
Yeah.
know?
Is
And-
it on your ass?
No, right,
Damn.
like somewhere in the middle of my back. I couldn't really just like get to it.
And
Like,
you know,
enough-
it was a spider bite.
Yeah.
He couldn't see it, but he knew it.
So how'd she handle it? She did okay.
I
Fast
just
and
told her
quick.
at some point, just
Quick.
hit it without me knowing, so I wouldn't like.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just
you don't
fucking-
want to know, like you
just-
said.
Just jab that thing from out of nowhere, so I don't pain it. And like as I was trying to explain it to her, she hit it, and it felt like somebody stabbed me in the fucking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's real.
So here's a weird one. So
Let's talk about
A
swords.
lancing. Yes.
depending on where the stitches are, but Ryan and I will take out each other's stitches.
Those are weird.
So I've
Are
got
you fucking kidding me?
No.
You just gave me the stink eye for zits or something on your back. And
Yeah,
you're
but-
pulling stitches out of people.
stitches. Yeah.
Oh my god. How
I
often
could
you
do
guys
that.
get stitched up? Yeah, you guys do fuck like crazy, dude. What the fuck? So what's the last stitch you had to pull out of him? What?
He did I had like a little spot removed on my face, and he had to do that one.
Were you told by the doctors that's okay to do?
Well, for as many as I've had done, yeah. I look at her, I'm
Okay.
like, I ain't coming back from
Okay.
Frank. I ain't going to Lafayette
She had
to
the
get this
melanoma, right?
removed.
You
We
had
can
the
do it
melanoma, right?
ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought most of the time anymore, I thought they did stitches and things that dissolve. You don't pull them out.
Maybe not the skin
Not for
ones,
what you had.
for possible
Did it
skin
hurt?
cancer.
Does it hurt when you're taking that stuff out?
No, not really. You get used to it.
You feel it tug through your skin.
Yeah.
Ugh. I've never had to have stitches
You hate
removed.
to
They
leave it in
dissolve.
too long. That's when it hurts, when they get overgrown.
What if you just leave them in there? Can you just roll
Nah,
the
that'd
dice
be
and
awful.
your
No.
body will just
Actually,
eat it?
I've had old stitch come out, like that just got buried in there. I'm telling you, I play a nurse.
Well, I mean, in the 80s and 90s,
I'm a nurse on
in
TV.
the 80s and 90s,
It's not scratching your back though.
well, I mean, 80s and 90s, they basically
Why
stitched you with
back?
like fishing line. You know?
Oh yeah,
Basically.
I never.
I had a hernia
lucky.
surgery when I was in between 4th and 5th grade, like right up through here. It's like a fucking. It was like a size of a. It looks like
Yeah,
football.
it's like 6
Yeah.
inches.
Yeah, and they was like 11 giant giant like ones that they had to pull through whenever they were done with
You
their
said
like,
between
wires.
fourth and fifth grade. Those were your powerlifting days when you were in
Oh, yeah,
competition
yeah.
powerlifting.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you do that?
What do you mean?
Bicycle?
No, I had a hernia.
That's what I mean. Like, did you do something
How
like
did you
ride a
get the
bike? Get a
hernia?
hernia? Like, did you?
They think I was born with it,
Overextend it?
and then it just like
something
then
born.
it ended up like I
He
did
didn't
something
push too hard.
I
He
did
was born
something-
that way.
I did something that activated it. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I just knew I got cut the hell open.
It might have been that salt lick thing you told us
No,
about
that could
months
have been.
ago.
That could have been. Yeah,
Where
it
you
could-
licked a random thing off of a
been.
grain bin. Couldn't taste for 2
some
weeks.
sort of chemical reaction.
It was it coming out, you know.
Right.
So, well, we've learned a lot in that conversation. That was not the way I thought it was going to go.
Okay.
I've had something professionally lanced.
professionally.
Like I had to go to the doctor to have it lanced. Oh my God. Well, they numb you up, you know, so you can't really
Yeah.
feel it. Man, it took 2 of these bastards and
To numb you up?
yeah, to numb me up because I'm so fucking fat. Like, oh my God, this guy's so fat. How do I
Up the dosage.
Oh,
up the
shit,
dosage.
bring in a 5-gallon tub of it, slather it on it. It was on my taint. I had this growth on my taint, man. It was fucked up. And I couldn't sit down. Like, it was bad. This growth on my taint or whatever. I just like, whatever was going on. And, but it was bad. I couldn't sit in a seat. I mean, it was affecting my life.
Taint right.
It ain't right, Dave. Writing the jokes already. Man, it took 2 of them to like push on it or whatever because I have a massive tank. No. It's because this thing was like so full.
Oh.
And they're and they are just whamming on this taint, right? And James. And the
Fuck,
problem,
terrible.
hey dude, it felt better when I was done, but let me tell you something. If you go get something professionally lanced, wear nose plugs
No.
because oh my God.
The story. What's funny is
The smell.
What's funny is in their household, the story is completely different.
Oh shit! Yeah,
You know what I mean?
man, this.
From the perspective of those guys, the story is completely different.
Dad, how was work today? What did you do? Oh, this big hairy old fat bastard. He had this like bacteria laden taint, son. And me and the
Wash your ass, son.
Man,
Wash
the-
your ass.
man, all I can say is when you go to medical school, son, yeah, drop out and be a dentist.
Yeah.
Don't do what daddy does. I felt great afterwards, man. I could walk, I could sit. It's unbelievable. So thank God there's people that do that shit. Yeah, watch your taint, bro.
Get your ass lanced and you walk around a little better.
It was great. But and you know what? I've never had one since. I've never had to be professionally lanced ever again.
Well, the other ones were scared to show up.
Yeah. I've also learned the role that soap plays in disinfecting your taint. Learning something every day. Well, this got me thinking about
Wash your bits.
not my taint, but hair.
Okay.
Talk about the longest hair.
Okay.
And then I started thinking about hirsute women, hairy women. That's the GRE word.
Alright, it's okay.
And then started thinking about armpit hair. Because when I first saw this, I assumed it was a woman. She's
Yeah.
growing her armpit hair out or something, you know, or like the nails, whatever. So, Karen,
Yes, sir.
now we're gonna do a couple stories here.
Okay.
So the first one is 5 reasons why women should grow their hair, their armpit hair.
The armpit hair.
I'm guessing you probably shave your armpits, correct?
Yes.
That's the tradition in the United States
Yes.
for women.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever at any time tried to grow your hair out?
No.
You let it go.
No.
Okay.
Well, no. I mean,
maybe-
there's a point
like
where you
skipped a
realize,
bit.
oh, I need to shave that because you don't necessarily have to shave it every day. Much like, though, I think men's facial hair grows faster than that. Maybe.
Shit.
Well, your armpit hair. So when you shave it, how do you know? How long does it take? Like, do you have to do that?
From
Is it because it's
With-
poking
with-
you? How do you know when? I mean, like,
well, I
oh,
mean,
it's
if you're
down.
taking a shower and you like feel a little stubbled, then
Okay,
you're like,
okay.
oh, got to take care of that. But generally speaking, there actually comes a point in time, and I don't know if this is true for everybody, but
No.
that it doesn't grow anymore.
That is true. It slows down as you get older, and
So
it should
I'm
become
good.
less.
No,
Okay.
it
Yeah.
stops growing on your head and starts growing out everywhere else.
That's true.
George
But I
Carlin
did.
bit.
I did read these. It slows down. It
Yeah,
does slow
yeah.
down. It
So
comes more
I'm-
sparse. So this is 5 reasons. We'll talk about these. Why women, if you're out there, you should grow your hair,
Okay.
armpit hair,
Okay.
armpit hair. Okay.
How about Scotty Don't?
Scotty do. My James is already not into it. This is from hellogiggles.com. Or if you're out there and you still need it, it's www.hellogiggles.com. Number 1, armpit hair can reduce friction when the body is engaged in heavy activity.
Oh,
So if you're exercising, you're doing aerobics, a lot of swimming, maybe jogging.
yeah.
The idea is this hair keeps things moving.
I would think it would knot up.
Well,
Or I guess that's if it's really long.
well, so we're going to read one later
Okay.
in just a second, but
See
you're on to
what's
something.
happened.
You're
Okay,
on to
I'm on.
something. Because
Oh,
the
I
thing I'm
love
going to read
being on
later,
something.
the one we're going to do after this, is 5 reasons guys should shave their hair. And I think the first one is the exact contradiction to this.
movement.
Is that it's like Pineapple Express.
I used to shave mine all the time when I played softball because I'd chafe.
So you did shave your armpit hair.
Yeah.
Fucking hey, man, we're getting somewhere. So, Karen,
Yes, sir.
are you like James? Have you ever been, were you like in a baseball league or like a bowling league or church league?
Oh, hell no.
softball?
No sports here.
Okay. And
I'm
in high
allergic to
school,
'em.
you weren't.
I'm allergic to sports,
Oh, you're allergic to sports.
so it's just not happening.
Okay, no problem. So, okay. It reduce your body friction. Okay.
Okay.
When you're exercising, that doesn't apply to you. Yeah, because kind of exercise you do, you don't.
Yeah.
Your arms usually wrapped around someone.
Yeah.
Number 2, armpit hair is basically built-in sweat wicking workout gear.
Yeah.
The idea is that it is going to pull the sweat away from your body, like a lot of workout gear. Again, I should probably
Okay.
be talking to you.
Okay.
This
That's
person has
why-
no
that's-
idea about anything
That's
with a
part of the
ball or
reason-
a clock.
That's part of the reason I shaved mine is because some of the stuff I'd wear is like an underlayer, things like that.
Yeah,
It's just rubbing against it and things like that.
Underoos.
No, just like Under Armour type shit.
he's grown out of the underoos by then.
Yeah.
So, okay. But
So you think.
Do you wear anything like that? Do you have like bras or things that are sweat wicking that like let it out? Do you have anything like that
No.
to help?
No.
Okay. Karen likes it sweaty.
I'd actually sweat a lot more with arm hair, you know?
Yeah. Like I said, that first one completely contradicted. Number 3, armpit hair covers up parts of the body that contain vital arteries. So you've got some
Yeah.
important stuff under here. It's one
Yeah,
more layer
yeah.
of protection to help you. Okay. See, this is to help you. We want
Okay.
you to stay alive, Karen.
Okay.
Grow that shiz.
Grow that shit.
Number 4, armpit hair also has something to do with, wait for it, sex. That's what it
No.
says. That's what it says. Yeah. Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay.
Fucking armpits? What the hell's going
Yes. Your armpit hair.
Like you.
on? Yes.
Your armpit hair and your pubic hair,
Yeah.
not your taint hair that people got to work on, but your armpit hair and your pubic hair. That is where you sweat and you have pheromones there, and they get attracted onto the hair, and then it puts the scent out. Okay, so it's supposed to help attract mates. It's just that's the idea.
So what you do, just walk around going,
It'll help. This little,
pass.
but it's supposed to have your men and women have these pheromones. You pick up on them, and it's supposed to. That's yeah.
Yeah, you like speed stick and sweat.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a little enticing. There's actually a thing in women's in the pheromones that women produce, okay?
That makes them
in
crazy.
Whoa. No. That there's
I ain't
something
lying.
in the pheromones in your armpits and your pubic hair for women, okay, that is connected to men's brains that controls erections. And that is
Really?
that's scientific fact. Trust the science, man.
So okay. I have
So
a
we're watching the
question.
wrong porn,
Yeah, you need to be able to smell porn. It would be better.
right?
That's what I'm saying.
So
No.
I've heard that like there's a thing where girls shave like everything.
Yes.
So if they don't have
Heard.
that stuff anymore, it's there's no.
I guess they're built for speed.
They
They've already attracted a mate.
They usually smell like vanilla.
Yeah. I think maybe that's my problem. I need to shave my armpit hair. I've got so much pheromone coming on, it's driving my wife away.
Is that what it
that's,
is?
That's probably what it is. And the last one, why you from HelloGiggles.com, why a woman should grow her hair out. It can also lead to better overall wellness for sensitive skin under your arms. So are you a person that gets itchy or that kind of thing? This can actually help.
No,
So you're safe
I'm
there.
good.
So I have not convinced you
You
to
have not convinced me to grow
your arm hair.
anything.
James, would you be with a woman that had armpit hair?
No.
No, you would not be okay with that.
No.
Okay, not in the slightest.
Women are supposed to be nice and smooth. It's
Okay,
nice.
okay. You prefer down there shaved as well?
any way she likes it, any way she's comfortable.
Okay. But so if she was like, hey, I'm comfortable with shaving this, but I like growing this out, you would.
I'm out.
Wow.
That's some hippie shit.
Okay.
Stage left.
Yeah.
I think I'm for it.
You're
I think it's kind of cool. Well, in Europe, this is
Yeah.
common.
Yeah.
You don't shave your armpit hair. You know, I don't know. There's something about it.
okay. Well,
I don't think I'm alone. Don't you fucking judge me.
I will. It's kind of bearded ladyish to me.
I don't want facial hair, so let me tell you that.
Might as
A
well.
mustache,
Might as well.
not attractive. But the armpit hair, I don't know. It could be something. It's got the pheromones in it.
Who the hell's looking at armpits?
I don't know. Me, I guess. I'm the only kinky weirdo here. All right, now let's switch over to the other side, to the manly side.
I
And
thought, he was gonna have a whole another article
know, I
about,
was a little
like, does she
afraid.
cut it in a triangle or a landing strip, or she got full
no.
bush? I thought it was gonna be that whole conversation.
no, we were
Was there an arrow?
Right?
we were sticking with the armpit hair, but we moved
yes.
into that a bit. So this one comes from, this is for guys. This is 5 reasons you should shave your armpits. And heaven knows that, and James has already tried this. So this is good. This is from dapperandgroomed.com.
Ooh, Dapper Dan.
Dapper. This gentleman says he's been doing it for 20 years. Comfort beyond compare. When I first decided to shave my armpits 2 decades ago, I wasn't prepared for the level of comfort that came with it. No more uncomfortable rubbing or annoying itching, just pure unadulterated comfort.
Yeah, I used to have a different like deodorant that I used to use, and it would dry me out too much,
Yeah.
and then that would cause chafing and shit. So like certain shirts I'd wear, sports shirts, like those chintzy, softball jerseys, and I wouldn't wear anything underneath it because it's like 900 degrees outside.
Okay.
Yeah, it just rub you fucking raw. Yeah,
So it helped you.
yeah.
It is this. You all right? Odor. What odor? This one says
Smoder.
odor. What odor?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
So if you do this, you'll also have an armpit science-backed defense against unwanted smells, because even though it does hold the pheromones, it also does hold bacteria and things that reek. So if you want to smell a little bit better longer, and he's also saying that he saved
My
money
armpits
here.
almost never smell.
He saved money here on he saved money on deodorant, saying like he didn't need as much anymore
Yep.
because it's the hair that smells, not necessarily the pit.
Like
And James is telling me this is I had
It's
no
true.
idea that
It's
James
true.
had done that. Enhanced grooming aesthetics. This is kind of like what James says for women.
yeah.
So, but yeah. So would this be okay? What if Ryan shaved his pits? Would you like that?
I don't think he would. And he doesn't have any massive.
Okay, so tons of
it's nothing.
going out of here.
It's nothing to scare me.
Couple
Mine
Brillo-
should have looked like I'm growing a mullet if I let it go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got Brillo pads under your arm.
Not like that. It doesn't. It's not like curly afro.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
It grows
It just
straight and
goes.
long. Yeah.
It
It's
just
just like
rolls.
it's trying to grow a mullet.
This guy says, think of it as the finishing touch to a well-groomed exterior. Very nice. It's a grooming upgrade that speaks volumes without saying a word. James knows.
Am I dapper?
You are dapper.
I sure as fuck don't look dapper.
I'm telling you, man. Say
I
goodbye.
just feel dapper. I feel dapper.
I don't
You
feel
feel
dapper.
dapper on the inside.
But it's wintertime, so I let it grow out in the wintertime. I
don't feel
shave my
tardy.
shit in the wintertime. Right.
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
So say goodbye to stubble struggle. The fear of stubble is a common concern when it comes to shaving armpits. However, a few simple tips and tricks, you can navigate the pitfalls. So this is where it gets a little more, there's like upkeep to it. Do you do any of this? So with regular exfoliation and moisturizing. So do you go under there with like a loofah every once in
I
a
have
while?
a
and get rid of that?
loofah with the Dove lotion. Yeah.
God damn, you are dapper as fuck, bro.
Like
You are on it.
I like feeling nice. What the
Damn.
hell? Is there something
No,
wrong?
no, I never thought when
Be
I brought
clean.
this, I
No
figured you'd be
shit.
like, man, I'm not shaving shit, Bill. That's
Oh,
that's
no.
dumb.
Wow.
But everything
Hey,
this
you
guy's
should just-
saying, you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
you should
backing
just,
it
Why
up.
don't you just leave that and let him describe his
My
routine?
No, no,
my
no.
manscaping.
I mean, he's probably better at it.
him.
Yeah,
Leave the hedges, but trim them.
there. There you go.
Oh, very nice. Do you do it yourself, or does your wife do it for you?
Oh, I do it myself.
Okay, I thought maybe it'd be fun activity.
Oh no.
Fun.
Okay. Well, the hairs aren't long enough. She just likes to
Right.
whack off.
Well,
the long ones.
6'2", $160. I don't have a whole lot of area to cover.
True. It's small. How about the last one? And this has got to be true for him too.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Unleash your inner confidence. Look how confident this guy is.
Yeah.
Shaving your armpits isn't just about a grooming choice. It's a confidence booster.
I don't know about that.
It's a small change that makes a big difference in
shave
how
your
you
Johnson, you build a little more confidence.
carry yourself. Yeah. There it is. A little button in a fur coat. Now it's just a button. James, this
So
is
I'm
great.
just like, oh, it looks like the 90s down there.
Well, this has convinced me. Karen, definitely this dapper and groomed. This has convinced me. Would you do you think you'd be
Do you
kind
need
enough to
help?
shave my armpit hairs now?
If that's what you need.
I think let's set this up. Let's do
It's like a
this.
Dumb and Dumber weed whacker. or
So James,
something.
I think we're gonna have to step away from the microphone. So you're gonna have to do a lot of the putting it in words
Putting it in words.
as we do this visual thing. So I'm just gonna move away here. I'm just gonna go grab.
Are you like coming
we need to
right
grab.
here?
I'll come over by you. Why not?
Okay.
Is that good? Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's more wider angle lens there.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still. Dang, I thought you'd be cracking the whole time.
Nah.
This is cool.
But
He's
you remember,
gonna give me.
I'm not the only one.
but what you got to remember is the episode of Seinfeld. Okay, the episode of Seinfeld where Jerry's dating this girl and she wants him to shave his chest.
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode?
I think so.
It's a random one, but he ends up shaving his chest, and his, it's Jerry Seinfeld. His chest hair is growing back so damn fierce that he's just itching all the time, itching all the time. Never had that problem with armpit. Just
That's
comes
good,
right on.
because in there I read that it's going to be real itchy and bad. So
No.
I'm glad you're saying that.
But I put lotion on. I moisturize and shit,
James,
dude.
you make me feel so much
You gotta
better.
take care of yourself.
I don't think I really want to sit because then that really shows how really humongous I am. Okay, let me step off here a minute. Let me come back.
You're also not supposed to shave. That's a hair trimmer.
I know.
Yeah, but it's not going to get to the skin.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
because you don't look sad.
And I'll clean this up and stuff too.
All right. Are
He's
you ready?
gonna get his armpit shaved on a.
Wait, am I ready? Oh,
Start at the bottom and work up and stuff. Like, don't mess it up. And watch those skin tags, dude.
oh god.
Don't hit a skin tag. It's going to get weird. If you hit a skin tag, this will get weird. It's not weird yet.
I'm glad you got volunteered for that.
You'd rather do this or do that tank work, see?
Remember
You get
to
the tank story, and it's always much better.
remember to like and share.
Dude, I feel you got the fucking nipple.
Follow us on the Rumble app.
I got it.
Um,
Good. I
good?
can't do anymore.
No, do the other side. Oh, no. Well, I can't leave one.
Why not?
Hit that. Hit that. Come on, make it happen.
Per diddle.
Make it happen.
James.
It's giving me confidence. I feel more confidence already. Dude, just think how well I'm going to play softball. Oh, thank you, Karen. That was so cool.
Oh, that's pretty close to the grossest thing.
And see, you hit mine, it just goes. Whoop. That's all you have to do. That's-
Yesterday was a bad day.
Some things hurt.
Remember to like and subscribe. Follow us on the Rumble app.
Sponsored by Wilson Farm Market, everybody.
Farm Market.
They paid for all of this. Fantastic. Scott Wilson is the greatest person on earth. I love him. Karen, thank you. You know what? It feels good. It feels free.
She's got the bends or something.
Okay, she's got to breathe. Man, if you vomit, that'd be awme live. Vomit live, please.
If you hurl,
We
if
are-
she comes back, it was
It was meant to be. Here, hurl in the a little.
If you're gonna spew,
Okay.
spew in this.
I'm just gonna say. I'm trying to say things to make you not throw up. So don't think about
Clam
sour,
chowder.
Don't think about sour cream water.
Clam
Don't-
chowder.
sour cream water. Yeah, I do. I feel different. It feels good. And suddenly, all of a sudden, Karen, you know what I want to do? I want to put on a robe. I want to just binge watch The View and drink a Stanley Cup.
You
That's how
want my
I'm feeling.
slippers?
Oh, no, I'm good. What, the bunnies?
As long as my bunny doesn't have your hair on it, I'll be
It's
all right.
okay. No, that's all over your couch.
Well, I don't sweat a lot. I don't really sweat a lot, but
Yeah.
I sweat my armpits and my head like everybody else does.
I do.
I shave both. I don't. When I do sweat, it's just out.
I do walking and jogging with my son, and then when it's crappy outside, we stay in and we do sweat to the oldies. So that's what I do. So I think I'll be okay. And we're doing number 3 today. So I'll see how that works. You seen Pineapple Express, right?
Bits and pieces.
Okay. Well, the one guy's. I won't go into it. Just it makes it aerodynamic when I fight. That's a good movie. Well, hey, speaking of good movies and things, Da, 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 da. So we told you this Friday we would have some suggestions for things for you to watch over the weekend, and I'm not still deciding what to call this thing. It's old to us, but if it's new to you, then technically
Shit to watch that you forgot about.
Technically, this is new for you. If you've never seen it, something you should check out. So just some mixed media for people to check out. In our opinion, something for the weekend in case you're bored, in case you're not going on a sex adventure swapper weekend with Terry. You might need to stay home and do normal things. So who should we start with? Let's start. You know what? Let's start with James.
Me?
I want to start with James. James, what is your pick for people to watch? You said this is one of your favorite movies of all time.
So, like, most of the movies I watch are either historical or documentary of some sort. And if they're not, they always have guns in them.
Serious guy.
They always have guns in them. I mean, just always have guns in them.
Okay, guns.
Yeah,
documentary guns.
So
serious.
I don't know if you guys have heard, but Bruce Willis is kind of in a bad way right now. He's got some sort of thing.
I have heard that.
Yeah, I don't think he can communicate right now. He's still walking in the whole 9 yards, but he's lost the ability to communicate. So like Bruce Willis, one of my all-time favorite movie actors.
Yeah,
like just he's right there on the Rushmore. He had a movie that came out, and I'm not exactly sure the date of when it came out. I know it was in the 90s, late 90s. It was called Last Man Standing.
Okay. And
Bruce Willis plays a guy who's left Chicago or the Chicago area, and it's in the 30s. I think it's like right, it's supposed to. It's there. He's going to a Wild West town. He's trying to get to Mexico.
Okay.
And he's going through Texas or somewhere out in the middle of the Wild West, and his car at the start of the show pulls up into this old Wild West town, and he has to stop at this intersection and wait for these people to go by. And he notices, of course, there's always a damsel in distress, right? So he sees this cute looking lady walking by with these other gangster looking guys.
Is it Sybil Shepherd?
No.
Okay.
No. Hispanic lady. I do not know what her name is. Super hot though.
Okay.
And
Moon lady.
Well, he gets to staring a little bit too much, so one of those guys confronts him. Ends up being a whole thing. He ends up being stranded in this town. They mess up his car, so he ends up having to stay in this town.
Yes.
And he finds out there's two rival Italian gangs in this town that are from a big city that were coming down here and trying to run some shit.
Okay.
And he gets involved in playing both sides against each other. And it's called Last Man Standing because by the end of it, there's only one of them standing. It's nothing but awesome gunfights, and it's old school. It's basically like, it's just a real good double agent style. Like he'll say or do a few things that gets the other side to attack the other side, and the other attack.
So
really
my
good.
Question is, and we don't want to, you're obviously not going to spoiler it.
It's got Christopher Walken in it too.
Oh.
He's one of the main bad guys. Or
my question for you so
antagonists.
far is it funny or is it serious? Man, it's serious.
It is not. I wouldn't say it's funny. It's kind of like it's almost if you made a Western that was gangster style.
Gangster Western.
Kind of.
Okay.
But like I don't know if I necessarily describe it as that.
So Bruce Willis, Christopher Walken.
And Bruce Willis has got like 2 9mm and just akimbo and just wrecking everybody. It's a fucking awesome gunfighting movie. So many gunfights in it, it's awesome.
Cool. You need a cigarette? Is that what you said?
After that.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. We've traumatized the shit out of it, man. I don't know if you're
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing. You know what? I have never seen that movie in my life. I've never heard of it.
Most people have never even heard of it.
I have not.
It came out, I believe it was in the late 90s, and there was a ton of other shit that came out that was big.
Okay.
And it kind of, when it released, it wasn't like a straight to DVD type of movie, but it didn't catch because at the time period it came out.
Yeah.
And like I told you, I was telling you before the show, I was going to look up to see where to find it to watch. And as I shut off my Xbox and went back to my main screen on the TV, on the Vizio. So if you got the Watch Free app, it's literally on the Watch Free app and you can watch it on there. Last Man Standing's got Bruce Willis, Christopher Walken. There's another guy who's in it who's real popular in a bunch of movies. If you remember the movie 48 Hours, Karen's over here sparking it. That's fucking hilarious.
Man, she's done with the show.
Well, fuck it. It's Smoke 'em if you got 'em Friday.
Holy shit, man. I've never seen you smoke a cigarette in my life. So you're saying next week you won't do my pubes? Is that where I'm getting?
Shaving balls next week, Karen.
Yeah. Get the vibe you're not going to bleach my asshole next week. Is that what you're saying to me, man? That's fucked
I'm just
up.
having a moment. I just
That's
need
cool.
a little help. That's all. I just need a little
All right,
help.
so-
Next week we're popping stuff.
So very good. Last Man Standing, James. Excellent. Check it out. I just say, I love movies. I'm like a cinephile, and I've never heard of that in my life. And
If you
know what?
remember-
I am going to watch it this weekend.
If you remember the movie 48 Hours,
Yeah.
there was the little Weasley guy that still had the money that Eddie Murphy was trying to get in his
Okay.
Porsche. I know I'm fucking on it. It's a
Hey!
rant. It's a rant at this point, but Karen's smoking. I'm going to talk about 48
you
Hours.
should call it Twitter.
That little Weasley guy was on it. He was a bad guy in almost every 80s movie. He's a bad guy in that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was
I'm checking it out.
a Mexican lady gets taken from her family. You find out later on that it's a Mexican lady gets taken from her family and she's trying to get back to him, and Bruce Willis ends up helping her out.
Okay. Very good.
It's hot.
If you like Bruce Willis, it is there. It's my second favorite Bruce Willis movie.
Okay.
Yeah, Die Hard.
Die Hard number 1. Let's get over here to the smoking Karen Haynes. Karen,
Well,
what do you
mine,
got for us if you can keep it together?
I'm gonna try. Mine is
You need some vape pen? I got vape pen over here. Fuck. Go ahead.
mine is
He's kidding with
actually
you,
a
Karen.
comedy.
What's that?
You know, a comedy.
A
something.
comedy. Excellent. All right. So James has got a little more of a serious one, a little shooting, but you got the comedy covered. What is it? What you got?
4 Rooms.
4 Rooms.
Love it.
This is one I saw, but it was years ago, so I could use the rewatch.
I watched it again last night, and
Excellent.
it still holds.
Okay.
Still holds. It's made in 1995.
Okay.
Quentin Tarantino.
That's it. You nailed it.
He
He made a couple movies.
he produced it or whatever.
So
or director.
this one was right before or right after Pulp Fiction then, because Pulp Fiction was what, 94, 93, 94?
Maybe somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So you're saying you think he was producer and director? You think he did them all?
I don't know what the fuck. He did,
But he's
his
actually
name
in it
was
too.
in there, and
Like you
he's in
said.
it as well.
Okay,
So
maybe
the
he's doing it
premise
for you.
is
Yeah. What is the? I forget.
yeah. Thank you, dude.
I just know it's in a hotel. That's all I remember.
It's a hotel. Bellhop.
Okay.
Bellhop is hilarious. He's
Tim Robbins?
Tim Roth, right? It's
Tim Roth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tim Roth. That's
Yeah.
right.
Roth.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
super fucking cool.
No, I get their last names mixed up. Yeah.
Tim
He
Roth.
is
Okay.
Tim
So
Roth
funny.
is awesome. Tim
So
Roth.
it's
So funny.
it's about a hotel, right? What? And it's just
He's
about
the bellhop, and he's got to, be the bellhop for these things. And so obviously it's 4 rooms, so 4 separate rooms, 4 separate stories. And I'm not going to give too much away, but I'll tell you my favorite one is room 309 with Antonio Banderas. Did I say that right?
Yes.
And there's 2 little kids in it too, and that is just by far the funniest room. I love it.
I saw it years ago, and all I can remember is Tim Roth being a bellhop, and it's in a hotel. So is it too the rooms? Is it separate, or do they bring them together
Yeah.
at the end like a story? They all
No.
touch?
There's only one character that ends up in the very last room, the penthouse.
Okay,
But you got to watch it.
I like it.
Had seen it before I had met Ryan, and I thought it was butt ass hilarious.
Yes.
I mean, I just lost all sensibilities, probably peed myself, I'm not sure.
Damn.
But I showed Ryan, like I was so excited.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, you gotta
He's
watch
just
this
like,
with me."
man,
Something about
He
it.
sat there the whole time like,
it's
Am I
something,
supposed to laugh?
it's something about married.
Oh man.
but you know what? Last night he watched it with me in the beginning and I heard him laugh.
There
I was
you
like, did you just
go.
laugh? He's like, yeah.
He's like, you here to check in, honey bunny?
Yeah. But it was good.
We're gonna be real cool like Fonzie.
Oh, you know what's funny about Tarantino? He had that whole run of those movies. He was basically like Adam Sandler. He just kept casting the same people but put them in different spots. For like,
Yeah.
because
this
Tim
has
Roth
got-
was in every one of his movies, like the first 4 or 5 movies he did, right?
And that's popular with a lot of directors. They use the same type of people.
Miramax.
This has got it's even got Madonna in it. It's got
Pre-bot before she became a
pre-bought
robot.
Madonna. It's got
Before she became a big saggy face.
Marissa Motet,
Yeah.
Whenever I get there.
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa
Yeah.
Tomei. There we
Ooh,
go.
the lovely Marissa
Oh
Tomei.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys would really like the first room, which is it's
It's full of
the witches.
women who weigh 300 pounds. What?
The witches, coveted witches.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
Sounds good. Do you
it's
see
good.
some boobs? Are there boobs
Oh
in it?
yeah, there's boobs.
Sweet.
God, chicks.
Yeah.
All right.
Delicious
Oh,
boobs. in that
yeah?
one. Yeah, really pretty.
Awesome.
That's how Karen says big white titties.
Man, I'm stoked. Cool. So I got this new one to watch, Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
You need to
Okay.
rewatch.
Which is fun. And then Four
Four
Rooms by
Rooms.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yep.
All right, I'm down for
The
that.
best.
Smoking Karen approved.
Smoking Karen approved. Now, do you feel better now? Is the nausea leaving your
It's on the
body?
floor.
It's
I
tried
can
to
see it
don't bring it back up.
Dude, I will clean all
It's
that
on the
up, man. I'm
floor.
not going
It's
to leave that there.
close to me.
Nobody going to leave that in here.
That's terrible.
You know what I mean?
Anytime I have to, like, I cut one of my kids' hair,
Yeah.
and inevitably, I use the same idea of thing, and I end up wearing it. So I'm like terrified.
See, you're not covered in it at all.
No.
It's not too bad, really. Yeah. Well, thanks, Karen. I really appreciate that. For me, you guys both picked movies, so that's good. I went a little bit of a different way.
Oh, well,
Ready.
we got some album we got to hear.
It's a musical.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, if it is, I'm out.
But I do have some musicals that are fantastic. There are some odd musicals. Okay.
We'll have a
It does
guest.
feel good with shaved armpit.
We'll have a guest host that day.
Mine is a TV show, which the other day when I looked on HBO Max and I looked at the title card and it had the Rotten Tomatoes score, it was 100%. That's rare.
What does that mean? That means
A bunch
they
of
like-
asshole critics like it. No. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes means it's great. There's no.
It means the people like it, right?
I think they have two. I think there's
That's what I
there's a
noticed.
critic and there's a fan score.
Okay.
And I think it's the fans, and critics too. This show has been off the air for a while. It's the Larry Sanders Show. It was on HBO. It started, I think, around 1990.
Yeah.
It's Gary Shandling, who's one of my favorite comedians, and it's him he's pretending to be a late night host of a show, much like Johnny Carson. And that comes from him actually hosting The Tonight Show, because back in those days when Johnny Carson was about done, he would have several different people come in and host.
He would take like 2-week breaks and let them
Yeah.
come in, and he'd come back for like a week, and then
And people would come in. Gary Shandling got invited back a lot, to the point where people were pretty sure that when Johnny Carson leaves, Gary Shandling would have The Tonight Show. And then who was on there a few times and who thought he was going to get it was Indiana's own David Letterman.
David Letterman, yeah.
And then at the last second, he chose Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
And pissed them all off.
He probably gave him a car or something. So I'll give you this car if you let me in.
Hey, you got to try these Doritos. They taste like jumping jack cheese. You
Let's
know, that
go
kind
to
of
the
thing.
guy on the street.
Yeah, that's my Jay Leno. Not so
Let's make
great.
fun of stupid people.
Hey, look out! Look at he.
Ask
So
them questions about the government they
Hey.
don't know.
So that's Jay Leno. But anyhow, the Larry Sanders Show. It's shot like a real talk show, part of it, and there's real guests and people coming on, and then the other part is like a docu kind of behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes
And
thing.
this was very like, this is one of the first shows to do that.
Yeah.
So if you're watching shows like, I mean, almost anything, Modern Family, any of those types of shows that have
Like The Office.
cutaway and
With
just
him,
that
yeah.
docu style,
Yeah.
man, it comes from the Larry Sanders Show, and it is hilarious. It is funny. If you know anything about talk shows or like those, or if you're not even from that era, just check it out. It's a lot
Gary
of fun.
Shanley had like a ton of celebrity friends that guest appeared on like every episode.
They did,
Yeah.
and I've looked into it. I've seen all the seasons. At the beginning, it was saying that it's really hard to get people to come onto it
Yeah.
because it's so weird and different. And HBO took a chance with this show. He had a show before that called It's Gary Shandling Show, which was
Yeah.
on HBO and then Fox. It's good, but this is great. Also, the cast of characters and people in it. Janine Garofalo when she was cute. No, she's cool. She's totally cool. She's just getting older, but man, like the second season, man, she's beautiful. I used to love Janine Garofalo.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just in love with her.
She's
Also,
that,
her attitude.
she's
you
that
know,
weird alt chick. Yeah.
just black hair and sarcastic. She's just like, man, she's great.
Was she like the voice for like Daria or something?
I
Can't
think she
remember,
was.
something like that.
I think she was diarrhea. Cha cha cha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daria. Then also Jeffrey Tambor is like the assistant, kind of like the Ed McMahon kind of guy. And he's been, if I go look up Jeffrey Tambor, you've seen he's been in a million
Everything,
things.
yeah.
And then finally, somebody I got to know better from this show, and then looked up at him as the actor, the producer is on the show is called Artie, and in real life his name is Rip Torn. Okay, and a lot of times people get that mixed up with Rip Taylor, who's the
Rip Taylor.
Hello. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not him. Okay, this is Rip Torn.
He's got some eyebrows.
And he is, and what he's really doing is he's being like the guy who I think it's Fred de Cordova, and he was the producer of The Tonight Show, and so he's really being like this guy. And man, that character, I love Artie in this.
Yeah.
And then Rip Torn as a person, Rip Torn is fucking insane.
Yeah, there's people who got like tons of crazy stories about him.
Dude,
yeah.
he is like a method actor.
Yeah.
He's like, he shows up drunk to stuff. Like
Yeah.
he really just, I think it's 2 years ago, he was arrested in a bank in Massachusetts because he got so drunk he was trying to rob it. I think they let him go.
Yeah, they're like,
whatever.
they're torn.
But I mean, yeah, he's an actor and he was robbing a bank. He got drunk and robbed a bank in
I
Massachusetts.
mean, the guy's two verbs.
Dude,
You
but
let
pretty
him
cool.
go.
So the Larry Sanders Show you can find on HBO. I think on YouTube there's a few episodes you could check out. Absolutely for free. So if you want to laugh, you want to try that, try the Larry Sanders Show.
Larry Sanders.
There you go.
Starring Gary Shandling.
Starring Gary Shandling. Very funny stuff. Well, it's we're a little bit over. So with all that hair shaving, with all that hair you had to shave off, and all that sweat that fell onto your couch, all the pheromones that are probably on your hand now still that you put on that cigarette and inhaled.
Fester.
But we'll clean that up. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll be back live 9 a.m. on Monday on Rumble and YouTube. Also, we'll give you an update probably on Sunday what's coming for Monday on X. And don't forget to check out on there the Joke Box Cat Box. Again, a way you can win a shirt from the show. We would love to read your joke.
Littered with hilarity.
Littered with hilarity. That's got to be the tagline now.
Yeah.
Forget the digging for jokes. It's littered with hilarity. Also, be sure to like us on our social media platforms, YouTube, the Rumble, the X, and soon it'll be Facebook. That enters you in all the contests. Check that out too. And check out Last Man Standing.
Last man standing.
4 rooms.
4 rooms.
And watch an episode of the Larry Sanders Show. Okay. Well, have a great weekend. I know you're going to do just fine this weekend at Swinger Fest 24. And I'll try to have a good weekend.
Only
too.
swinging with the husband. but
Hedonism,
you-
Indy.
You said
can
you're
think
going
what
with
you
another
want.
couple and it was going to get weird.
Well,
It's okay. It's all right. Explore.
She
have
said she
fun.
hopes it don't get weird.
What could be worse than what you just went through?
I know.
Really? Are you
I'm
really?
hoping I
The
can.
trauma's over.
Good Lord. Thank you. And
Rest
thank-
of the weekend's gonna be smooth sailing. Smooth.
Smooth sailing now it is. Thank you, Karen. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, liking, subscribing, etc., etc. Have a great weekend. And once again, treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up. And now it's your turn to go make somebody laugh.